Hello, epic viewers from the multiverse. Prepare to bask in unprecedented glory because today I'm going to be reviewing my experience appertaining to working 3 jobs for 3 months. How's the experience thus far? Was it debilitating? Was it euphoric? Or was it characterized by insipid mediocrity? In the form of a quantitative score, I'd rate the experience to be a 0 of 10. Why? It consumes all your time. It siphons your precious, finite, sacrosanct, indispensable, non-replenishable, precious time that, fiat currency should not be able to buy, but does anyway because you're destitute, indigent, and need to pay off your debts. So, it's quite unfortunate and quite a shame. You have no purview over your time when you're working 3 jobs, especially if you detest and disdain them. You can't do what you love, you can't do what you desire, and you yearn to be able to enjoy your life. But the paradox of the situation is, by the time you can get out of debt, have enough wealth to enjoy your life, your little finite amount of time in the simulation may be on the cusp of fully elapsing, because over time, as you guys unequivocally know, as you disrespect your vessel, not only does your DNA become ravaged, not only does your body atrophy and wane, not only do you become more fatigued, and not only do you become more jaded, but you truncate your lifespan and you limit your future time because you exhausted it working during your childhood, early adulthood, mid-adulthood, and late adulthood. So what's left is nothing but a distressed vessel. A very finite amount of spare time, and perhaps a modicum of wealth that can't even be enjoyed because you're too impaired to truly relish what you earned. So it's unfortunate. The body does break down over time. This body, to mend itself, is only so potent, to say the least. Even if you exploit its healing mechanisms, you can fast, you can eat only fruits and vegetables, and sleep more, but at the end of the day, you're exchanging your finite time in this precious simulation for fiat currency that you get extorted out of in the form of over 13,000 tax codes. So, is it really worth it? No, it's not. Another thing to mention is, when you're working, you feel frazzled, vitiated, torpid, debilitated, and eminently fatigued beyond words. So the agony, the aggravation, the stress is unbearable, to say the least. So if you enjoy your job, that helps mitigate the problems, but when you have no purview over your time, when you detest and disdain your jobs, when they encroach on your eating schedule and sleep schedule, and when your life just revolves around working, there's no spare time, which is the only type of valuable time, to say the least. So does it really warrant the sacrifice? Ultimately, it doesn't. If you're a trust fund baby, then don't work. If you're wealthy, don't work a day in your life. If you're destitute and poor, giving up your spare time to accumulate fiat currency that you're preordained to get extorted out of may not warrant the cost, even if it can provide you with some more amenities. Your time is a non-replenishable commodity that has unlimited, unparalleled unrivaled, unfathomable value that can't be commensurate with fiat currency. So don't sell yourself short. I think my coworkers are phenomenal people, but I don't know any job that is merit other than being sleep study subject rather than getting paid to eat. Those are the two jobs that I would love. Every other job lacks a modicum of merit other than the pittance of revenue it provides. So yeah, I detest and disdain the experience. I rate it 0 out of 10. The only iota of value is a paycheck and getting to meet new people. Other than that, it's just disappointing because you're doing something, you loathe, while fatigued, while ravenous, while thirsty, and while yearning for spare time. And you come to the realization that when you work for others, your time is out of your control, and all you have in this simulation, as this confluence of time and space, is the present moment and your future time in this simulation. And when it elapses, when you're extricated from the simulation, you look back at everything in hindsight and in retrospect, and you say, why did I sacrifice my precious time for fiat currency while I could have alternatively just enjoyed my life? So, is it worth it at the end of the day? You tell me. In my opinion, if you're wealthy, then working should never be pursued. You should just indulge in the accoutrements of the higher life and forgo being an indentured servant and forgo inconveniencing yourself and neglecting to take care of your vessel. However, you may not have the luxury. You're destitute, indebted, impoverished, and poor beyond words. So it is what it is, I guess. We have to carve our own destiny, and hopefully my future will be a little bit more auspicious and prosperous, because at the moment I need to pull myself out of the muck and mire and make inroads towards carving a successful future. And even though it's great that I get to help people at work, I just don't like the idea that I'm neglecting my health by not getting enough sleep and by not having enough time to eat. But yet again, you can't have it both ways in life unless you're wealthy. If you're wealthy, then you can have your wealth and you can control your time. But if you're destitute, you can't control your time, and that causes a cascade effect and leads to a host of other issues. I can't control when I want to sleep. I can't control when I want to eat. You know, my employers preside over my schedule. I'm like their marionette, and they're pulling the strings. And the fiat currency I get extorted out of, so it truly deters me from working. But you should be undeterred about taking care of your house. But just bear in mind and allow this notion to be indelible, which is the following: the more you work, the less spare time you have. The less spare time you have, the less value your life can offer you, because only through our spare time do we reap value out of life. Only through our spare time do we extract value out of life. Only through our spare time do we rejoice in living our life. Of course, the ones who find unprecedented value through their jobs, through their entrepreneurial endeavors, are far and few. So I'm done with this video. The experience is a 0 out of 10. Working 3 jobs per week for 3 months is an abysmal, egregious, appalling, abhorrent experience. That's quite an abomination, and that's the bane of my life. I hope you found this video to be fascinating and insightful, as well as enthralling. If you can circumvent working, then by all means do so. Sleep, eat, and enjoy your life, and indulge in the accoutrements of the higher life, and allow your fruits and vegetables to be your ecstasy, and watch some anime to get your stimuli. I hope that you found this video to be engrossing, and I hope that you're entrenched in epicness. Have a wonderful, riveting day. Goodbye.